if statements, the programming equivalent of an automaton. We use if statements to perform actions when certain conditions are true. Let's create a list of names. Now, let's use if statements to sort the names into 3 categories based on their length. All the names shorter than 5 characters fall in category 1. The names that are exactly 5 characters are in category 2, and the rest are in category 3. First, let's create 3 lists, category 1, 2, and 3, for the names to be sorted into. Now, let's create a for loop to iterate through all the names. For each name, we want to know its length. For this, we'll use the len function, which returns the length of the string. Now, we can use an if statement to check if the name's length is smaller than 5. If this condition is true, the actions will be performed. In this case, we want to append a number to the category 1 list if it's smaller than 5. If the length is 5 or longer and the condition is false, nothing will happen. We can specify actions to do when the condition is false by using an else and an alif. An alif statement is like a second if statement for when the condition is false. So if the length is 5 or longer, we want to know if it belongs to category 2 or 3. Let's use an alif statement to check if it is equal to 5. The actions in the alif statement are performed if the if statement's condition is false and the alif condition is true. Here we want to append the names to category 2. If the number is not 5 or shorter, it automatically belongs in category 3. We use an else statement to perform actions when all the previous conditions were false. Here we append the values to category 3. As we can see by looking at the 3 lists, the names have now been successfully sorted based on their length. As you might have noticed, we are using booleans that we learned about in a previous lesson to check the conditions. We can also use more than one condition in if statements by using or and. Now try to do the next challenge on your own. Create a list of numbers ranging from 1 to 100. Remember to use the list and range functions for this. Next, use a loop, if, alif, and else statements to sort the numbers into 3 categories. Category A is all the numbers smaller than 34. Category B is all the numbers from 34 to 66. And category C is all the numbers bigger than 66. I will provide the solution in a couple of seconds, but you can pause the video here to try this on your own. If you did it successfully, well done. Let's go through the solutions together. First, we use the list and range function to create a list of numbers from 1 to 100. Now, let's create the 3 lists of category A, B, and C. Make a loop to go through all the numbers. First, we want to check if the numbers are smaller than 34 and append them to list A. Else, we want to check if they are smaller than 67 and append them to list B. Lastly, we want to add the rest of the numbers to list C. With this knowledge, you will be able to use if statements in more complex programs. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel to catch all my future videos.